Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Hose Comedy Podcast with Joey. I'm Hondo.
I'm Obi.
And I'm Joey.
And we have a guest with us today for the first time here down in the new studio. We have Femme.
How's it going?
Yeah. Join us. And right away, you are, I guess, friends with Obi from the comedy scene.
Yeah.
And how you are a comic and you're also a host.
Yeah.
How long you been doing both?
So, I started comedy in October 2022.
Okay.
Yeah. No shit. It has literally almost been 3 years, but I started then, and I started hosting in January 2024.
Okay.
So basically, I started hosting because one of the mics I typically did on Mondays, it got cancelled. And do you guys know the Lincoln Lodge?
I know where.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was like,
No.
So
yeah, we're noobs.
Just to shout them out. So basically, the Lincoln Lodge is like a training center for a lot of comedians. So many comedians in Chicago have gone past the Lincoln Lodge.
Okay.
For example, Hannibal Buress. I think even probably Stephen Colbert.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. They've gone past the Lincoln Lodge, and I took classes there.
Okay.
And typically on Mondays, they typically used to run an open mic on Mondays.
Uh-huh.
And apparently it wasn't like very profitable for them to run or open on Mondays, so they cancelled the open mics
Oh, that sucks.
around at the end. And so there was barely any mics on Mondays, and I just figured, sure, let me try to start one. And
Nice.
Okay.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got the motivation like that. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we moved that wire. Is that what's making a weird noise here?
no.
I hear a noise in mine. No?
I see what you're saying. No, I think it's fine. Just ignore it.
Oh, okay,
Just-
yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it
It's
has
okay.
grown to be the best mic in Chicago.
Hey, there you go. I love the confidence. Love it.
No, that's
yeah.
awesome, because especially if you're a spot to bring up and coming, comics, because they need a place to do it.
Yeah.
Do you go around the Chicago area just doing mics in general, or you just stick around, or do you stick to your, I guess, one place, or
No, I mean, you literally
you have to?
you have to keep going around. I mean,
Right.
that is how you meet people. You connect.
Of course, right.
That's how you get known.
It is a
too.
business,
Yeah.
right? Of course.
Yeah.
Do you, so like, what are some of your like, comedic influences? So like, who do you like?
I mean, so
Like Michael Blackson?
ironically,
I had to get that in at some point.
Exactly.
I had to.
You got me.
Motherfucker.
Fuck
I
that
mean,
guy.
yeah, God is hilarious. He's hilarious.
Yeah, oh, he's fucking super
He
funny.
is fucking funny. Go ahead.
He's hilarious. Well, I mean, for the most part, I would say not even really. I feel starting out with comedy, I try not to follow anybody. I feel like it makes you truly inauthentic and unoriginal. For example, God damn it. Do you know what? Screw it. I'm going to name drop him. Do you know Devin Glass?
No.
Devin Glass, no.
So basically, he's also like this huge comedian. He's huge. He's in Chicago.
Okay.
And I feel like he has a lot of influences from this guy, Shane Gillis.
Of course, yes.
When
I know who
Shane
Shane
Gillis
Gillis
Oh,
is.
fuck yeah. Shane Gillis.
Who doesn't know who Shane Gillis is
fucking
at this
great.
point, yes.
Exactly. So Shane Gillis has
JJ
this thing
Wang.
where he does like this.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Exactly.
I see. Mhm.
Yeah.
And I feel like he does it.
Yeah.
And in lots of ways, I have watched him do stand-up so many times.
Uh-huh.
I now do it.
Like mocking him.
Like,
do the same.
why
Yeah.
am
right.
I
No, I hear you.
copying
Yeah.
him?
I mean, but that's not the first time comics have ever said something like that, especially comics who are influenced by others.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people said they would get gestures from, I guess one guy was like, a lot of people were doing Andrew Dice Clay at one point. Some sort of Andrew Dice Clay. Some people were doing some type of Sebastian Maniscalco at one point.
Yeah, with the energy moving
Right.
around.
Yeah, well, and that's the
very,
thing. I
very-
think they all have different things, and I don't see it as if you're not doing it directly like them. I'm like, it's not copying.
But well,
It's
I mean,
like,
as long as you realize that you're sort of mimicking them a little bit.
Well,
you know
yeah,
what
I mean-
but you got to make sure, like he's saying, you have to eventually make the comedy your own style.
right. But then the other thing would be too, though, is how many things are left undone. You
This
know
is
what I
true,
mean? It's
right.
so hard to find something
This is true.
that's not influenced by somebody
That
else,
is
right?
original. You're
Yeah.
not creating something
Right.
new, and I feel like if you're not creating something truly new, truly your voice, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, why even do it?
Right. No, I agree with that.
Exactly, especially because I mean, yeah, people want to try to mimic, I guess, to just kind of get a confidence to say what
Yeah.
they want to say,
Right.
but eventually, throughout the years, even you have to find your own way. Now, how do you think you found your own way at this point, or are you still molding your way of comedy?
You still fucking around?
Kobe, what do you think?
he the way he runs his mic, it's like I don't know anybody that does this.
Okay.
Okay, good. No, that's awesome though.
Cause,
That's what you want to hear.
Exactly.
He like with everybody, you know, 'cause comics they're open mics, everybody tries new material.
Mhm.
Plus you got the new guys.
Right.
Yeah.
So not all of them are gonna be funny.
Right. And
Right,
I guess
right.
you still have plenty of time to keep growing.
No,
Yeah.
but what
Yeah, oh,
Femi
yeah.
does, he has chance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So many shots.
Yes. Like
Chance
one of his-
how?
What the
one
fuck
of
is
his-
chance?
Exactly.
One of his favorite, one of my favorite is he's like, white women.
man.
Oh, chance.
Chance.
I thought you meant chance like I'm taking a chance.
Exactly. I thought you said chance.
You
as
meant
well.
chance.
I was like,
Okay.
now what chances is he taking?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I got you.
Oh, okay, that's
A
funny.
chance.
I like
Okay,
that.
chance,
I like
chance,
that.
chance.
Yeah,
because
people love the
you know what? But that
chance.
probably gets the crowd fucking going too.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm saying.
So it like warms you up to
Well,
be like,
hold
fuck
on.
yeah, dude.
Let me ask you this though:
That's a good.
with chance, do you really want to get the crowd involved? You know,
Yeah, you.
too much, because sometimes maybe they might think, "Hey, I could start screaming whenever I want
No,
now."
no,
Oh.
these are open micers.
Like
man.
that-
Oh, okay, I got you.
Like that
Okay.
fucking cocksucker from fucking
From the-
Friday. This dude at the show, he did a set on Friday.
Oh, you where?
Man, studios. It was at
Oh, yeah,
studios.
nice.
Man, there was this fucking dude
Heckler.
that but he was horrible. Like I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
if you're gonna
heckle.
heckle, be funny, goddammit.
exactly.
He was like,
That's not what hecklers are, dude.
well, some of them will say shit, and I'm like, all right, that was a little funny. This motherfucker, I was turning around like, dude, I kept telling my girl, I was like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this guy, dude. I'm not even up there, but I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. And then DeMarcus fucking
Yeah,
flamed
DeMarcus
him.
Brady. That he.
Oh, he
is
flamed
so
him.
Freaking
Yeah.
And he's been on the show too, so
Yeah,
he's been. But he,
DeMarcus is awesome.
oh, he burned the shit out of me. He's like, oh, he's like, I know these retards and blah. Like he was going on and on, dude. He was
So
fucking.
hold on, let me get to
He's
that
like
then.
these slow blind motherfuckers. He was going hard on him. I was like, good.
So speaking of comedy as well, let's stay in the comedy lane. Obi, you had a contest that you were involved in on a Friday just passed.
Yeah.
While we record this, and you made it to the, I guess, next round / final round.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, he did.
congrats. And
Seen it.
but
And he shouted out the podcast.
nothing. And you know what? That's awesome. That's
The
what we
boys.
appreciate.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And all those who went out there and just supported comedy in general, you know, we appreciate it as well. And then, so how did it go?
Wait, real quick, I just want to say last thing on that topic.
Yes.
All 7 people that were up on the mic did fucking great. They were all funny.
Well, that's what I was getting to, Joey.
Catch that show.
There you go. Okay, so then
You weren't getting there. You were going somewhere else.
That's
That's not where you were going.
They were all funny.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know you
It
weren't
was-
there.
well, this, I wanted. That's what I'm saying. So tell me more. So those guys were funny. All
They
of them
were funny.
All of them.
All of them.
Okay, great.
They literally. I would have hated to be a judge because they were all funny.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
they all brought their shit, man. Kevin's set was good too. I liked him. Shout out K Flow.
So it was judges. How many judges were there, Obi?
5.
Oh,
5.
wow.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, nice. That's good because I thought it was gonna be like a crowd situation. I'm like, hopefully it's not crowd situation.
Well, the crowd helps you.
I was gonna say. I was
guess
gonna
the
say
crowd
they.
helps the judges decide.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I get that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you make the
But I didn't want it to be
crowd
like,
laugh-
I didn't want it to be like, all right, everyone cheer for this guy, woo! You know, I don't like that
No, no,
because
no.
you never know how many people are going to be there for who. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, but it was really good.
So the heckler. Now back to the heckler.
that motherfucker needed to die.
What was he,
Dude.
all right, what was he saying? What were examples?
I
of what
just
he was saying?
he was just like woo, and like shit like that, or he would. What do he else keep saying? Like you're sexy, or he was saying something stupid.
Yeah.
I don't even remember because I was just so.
It was like
focused
mostly
on-
guys. Was it all guys up there?
Just wanted to strangle him.
Were
and
there
just-
any women comics?
No.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
the host. What was her name? She was fucking hilarious. She's been on HBO and shit.
Okay, I
Oh.
see.
What was her name, Obi? Do you remember?
I forgot her name.
I don't know. She was cool as fuck. She was funny.
Okay.
But yeah, she was checking his ass too. But
Nice.
man, I was ready to knock this motherfucker out. I was like, my friend's up there. You shut up.
Obi's up there. He's like, show us your tits.
yeah, like don't talk to my friends that way.
Obi's like, yeah.
Obi, where was this in?
This was a Studio 63.
Huh. How did you sign up?
It was just they had it on their website,
Oh, okay. No,
and I posted it up. I guess some people.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But back to you.
Right.
Question: how long have you like always been the funny guy? Like, you know what I mean? Like growing up, were you that little knucklehead ass kid that was funny? Like, what was your?
Growing up, I was beat a lot.
So now it's funny.
Yeah, exactly. Now there's so much trauma. So it's funny. Wait, do you guys think trauma makes you funny?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
But why? Like, how does that work?
I think laughter is the best medicine, and I
Okay.
truly mean that because I think your hardest times, like if you can laugh at your worst times, your
Yeah.
traumas,
Alright.
you're fucking set for
See,
life.
now, I was never beat up, but I was made fun of a lot.
Shit, why?
My height.
I can tell you why. I was like, dude, how much time do we
Yeah,
have?
exactly. I was called every short nickname you could ever think of in the book. You know?
Short
Right.
shit, little guy, short. Like, start rattling them
Leprechaun, Munchkin, Midget.
off.
Well, I could keep going. Yeah. So.
But if I were like, I roast him and he comes right back though, so I feel like that
Exactly.
made him. You know
So
what I mean?
I learned at a young age to defend myself with words.
Makes sense.
And I would watch comedy shows like In
Yeah.
Living Color, where there had a special it was it was like not a segment but like a clip where they did like Yo Mama jokes,
Yeah.
and it was like Yo Mama's so fat, this and that, and like I thought they were hilarious, and I was like, I'm gonna use some of those at school. So if any of these kids,
Right.
so like, and of course it was a big little big fat kid talking shit.
Shit,
yeah.
So I'd be like, oh, well, your mama's so fat when she sits around the house, she sits around the house. And all the kids were like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what though too? I look back and I think like my best friendships have all come from funny dumb shit. So like
Nice.
me and my best friends roast the fuck out of each other.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in high school, it was like me, a Mexican dude, a black dude. Like we looked like the United Nations.
Yeah, like a regular joke.
Right, and we would fucking
so
roast
much
the shit-
diversity.
dude. And we would roast the fuck out of each other for whatever you were, man. If you were black, it was funny. If you were Mexican, it was funny. If you were white, I was banging my sister. You know what I mean? Like all types of different jokes. So I mean, but it caused us to have like that bond, you know? Like it was. I don't.
No,
know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. I love roast sessions. I love that shit. I don't like people that can't take it. That always bothers the shit out
Yeah,
of
it
me.
doesn't like not being able to take it. Like stop being a pussy.
Yeah, like if you could dish it out, you better be able to take it
exactly.
in. Is that you?
Hey, so the host name was Sonia D.
Oh, Sonia D. Yeah.
So you got the host name?
Yeah, she was cool. She was cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And okay, so has the plan always been comedy? Okay, where'd you start? Tell us where you started.
I started at Lincoln Lodge, like I mentioned. I was feeling very bored
Okay.
and
I was
very
gonna say, now what made you be motivated to do it? All right, so you were bored.
yeah, exactly. I think I was very bored, and again, like I needed something more in my life.
Okay.
And this is going to sound very weird, but I felt like it was a great way to convince myself that I'm not a pussy.
Oh,
Hey,
I mean, that's one way to convince
Hey,
yourself about it,
exactly.
if you can get on the stage and perform shit, you're not a pussy.
You literally aren't a
Yeah,
pussy.
yeah. And remember, if someone calls you a pussy, pussies take a pounding.
And let me ask you now: did you have anything written down, or did you just freestyle it?
No, that's the thing. I took classes at Lincoln Lodge.
So you actually so you just like what he did basically. So he
Oh, you did?
yeah.
he took classes, but it wasn't.
I took
that-
him out of Comedyplex.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah.
The Comedy Plex is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was his motivation. So like you basically took the classes for motivation.
No, I mean I had the motivation, so I figured that I needed to take classes
Uh-huh.
to be able to come up with material, to be able to
I see.
understand
Okay,
how
okay,
basically
gotcha.
the industry works
Okay.
essentially.
Nice.
All right.
That's awesome. That's kind of cool. It's funny because you're just like, fuck it. I want to do something. I don't want to be a pussy.
I thought you were
Here we
just
go.
more about let's just sign up, jump on stage with
No,
something.
I would have crumbled and like.
Well, I hear
shit.
most do. You know, I hear
Exactly.
most do on their first mic. So.
What's your favorite like your favorite type of comedy? Like, do you like to?
Very edgy, dark humor.
Oh, fucking love it! I love you
People
already.
love
Then I'm a fan.
That's like the downside is
Uh-huh.
you can tell a joke that, and it is very very hard to really assess if your joke is good or not, because you can tell a joke and the guy is just like like he's laughing, but he isn't like very vocal about it, and
Right.
and that's like how you can really tell if a joke is funny. Like, what am I hearing
Yeah.
from the audience versus if the audience like and the guy's like trying to hide it because of the shame.
Yeah.
And I feel like that happens when the room is overly well lit. Like, apparently the lighting of your room plays a huge factor. For example,
No shit.
Yeah.
if your room is, if it's like this and it is very bright and you can see everybody, darker humor literally doesn't work, because no one
Wow.
wants to be able to like point and be like, you are the one that laughed about that joke.
Oh,
Like,
you
you're
know
a
what?
piece of shit.
That's crazy because that actually makes sense. Now I don't give a fuck. I'm laughing regardless. But most people, yeah, no, that actually makes sense because if it's dark, you can't guarantee it was me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it, like you can't. So he's like, as soon, even on my open mic. So the backdrop of the open mic, it used to be like outside. So basically, it was like a huge window. So it was literally just a huge window.
So wait,
And-
would people be walking by?
Yes, people are walking by.
Talk about
because
distraction. Okay.
It is very very weird,
Yeah.
and the open mic starts by 7.
Uh-huh.
And with daylight savings, that's like over summer, it is very, very bright.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone is like eating total dog shit.
Yeah.
Because again, it is very bright. People are like, I don't know if I should laugh at this. I don't know if the joke is good or not.
I see. Because the crowd is still lit up.
It is still lit up. It is just very, very weird.
Gotcha.
But as soon as it starts to get dark and everything, the vibe is way, way more relaxed, jokes start hitting better.
Right.
It is insane.
I'm gonna
I mean,
remember that.
why not
It makes sense.
But why not just cover the window?
Just
up?
make the room
Exactly. Why not just cover the window? And the owner of the bar was like, "Hey, please can you cover it?" And he's like, "We don't have it." So I'm like, "Oh yeah."
So here we are.
I mean, I guess it's more of a challenge then, trying to make people laugh while they're being blinded by sunlight.
You got to make the room sexy, man.
Yeah, right. That's why I have the candles lit over there. You know?
Exactly. That's funny.
But yeah, what you been on a lot of shows lately?
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck yeah, let's go.
right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and to be honest, I will say the reason why I have been at least getting a bunch of shows is because of Rose Battle. And again, Rose Battle is terrific. Do you guys watch it?
It's the roast battle.
Oh.
Like
No, but I see it. Is it
Dude,
where at? Are
They do it at Zanies.
Yes.
Oh, okay. At
I know
Zanies.
exactly what you're
Okay,
talking about.
yeah.
It's Rose Battle is awesome. The energy is insane. The roasts are terrific.
Have you been in there yet? You
Yeah,
did-
I mean, I do it a bunch.
He did it with Addison.
Oh, really? Okay.
nice.
Addison
okay.
O'Neill, it was so freaking.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Addison O'Neill is the man.
Yeah.
That's
It was
awesome.
So good.
Nice. Okay. So you would consider yourself a good roaster then?
A decent enough roaster.
I mean,
That's how you know he's good because he's
Yeah, I
humble
mean-
too. He's humble too.
you made it far, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. In the competition, I did 2 rounds,
Uh-huh.
and this girl Kat Diaz eliminated me
Okay.
on my birthday.
What a bitch.
Yeah, it was. Right, it's like such a bitch.
Now, do you come in with jokes or already about people, or do they give you time to look people up and down and try to figure stuff out before you get on?
They give you a lot of time to like figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
and ahead of
at
time, like
least-
weeks at least. Okay.
Yeah, I mean at least a week.
Gotcha. So they'll tell you who's on or who you're going against.
Yeah, they tell you who you're going against. But
Gotcha, okay.
What really technically tends to work is if, let's say, you know someone that has been on Rose Battle a bunch of times and you are like good friends with them, you can be like, hey, please can we do one? And if the person is like sure, the person can like maybe make exactly so exactly something like
I
that.
pointed at you.
The
Short.
person can like advocate for you. I'm like, hey, I would like to do a roast with this person.
I got you.
And
Okay.
that puts you into the door. Like, for example, that is what happened with me. This guy, Damon Howard, do you know him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Native American guy. He
Yeah.
runs an excellent show.
Yeah.
He reached out to me and he was like, "Hey, would you like to do one?" And I'm like, at that point in time, I didn't get any shows. I'm like, "Please, yes, anything right now."
Right.
So yeah, that's literally
Yeah, spot to spot. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, again, I'm very, very thankful for him. He is
Yeah,
one
of
of the
course.
reasons why.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
See, and that's cool too. Like I
Getting
like
invited, yeah.
I like that people. It seems like I'm sure there's some assholes too, but it seems like there's a decent amount of camaraderie.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, the 7 guys that I saw doing it at his show, like everybody was supportive of each other.
Right.
You know,
now hold on. Let me ask you something because there's a difference. Now with the roast battle, do you guys go for the heart?
That's the thing is like for the most.
if you're sensitive, don't fucking battle. The
Well,
fuck?
I'm just saying only because I hear some battles, depending on where it's at, can get real freaking brutal depending on how bad these guys want to go. Like, no, I'm gonna say how bad do these guys go?
That's the thing, it goes very. So the thing I feel like what really matters is answering the question: is it funny? If it isn't funny, then it is mean. If it is funny, if it is funny, you can go as bad as you need. Like it
Well, of
doesn't
course,
matter.
yes,
but
yes,
so
yes,
long
yes.
it is funny.
As long as it's funny, of course.
As soon as it stops being funny and it becomes mean, then
Like
you're
personal?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well, but even still, I mean, because you see some battles and people can say some really funny, mean shit. You know what I mean? Where people are laughing and that comedian's just looking at them like, you motherfucker.
I think this is my thought. If you're in a roast battle,
Yeah.
be prepared to get fucked up.
Hear the most
Exactly.
craziest
You know
shit,
what I mean?
guess.
Like,
I mean, you did agree to do one, so
right.
it's kind
If
of
you're
like-
gonna make fun of my unborn child, hey, that's on the table.
Exactly.
You know what I
No,
mean?
I hear you.
Fucking,
Yeah,
I got a
especially-
my
you're
dead
right,
family
you're
member.
right.
If you're gonna piss on their grave while we're doing this, it is what it is.
Exactly
This is what
right.
it
This
is.
is what you gotta
Yeah.
be prepared for, right?
Yeah,
exactly,
dude,
okay.
you gotta be.
I
ready
just wanted to
go.
make sure. I just wanted to see if people actually still go that far because of the fact that it's a legit roast battle.
So wait, another thing is this: like, let's say you're doing a roast battle with someone, you can literally tell them that, like, hey, I don't want you to talk about this.
oh, I see.
Or
I got
this,
you. Give them a little
this.
heads up. Like,
Oh,
hey, you
okay.
can go
Yeah.
anything else, but just leave this alone.
And then you say, "Fuck you, I'm doing it."
I mean, you can.
He's like, oh, all right, I got you. No problem. I'll definitely not say anything.
I
about
would
that.
say that, but then if I'm losing, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck this,
100%,
dude."
like, drag that off.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I'm dragging
Pull
your
out
mom.
the fucking reverse card.
I
Yeah.
mean, you guys won't be friends again, but trust me.
I'll be like, "It's comedy, ho."
I want to go to the next round.
Yeah.
Peace
No.
out, bitch.
Yeah, right. Have fun going home.
Oh,
I'm moving on.
Hey, watch you still lose.
Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, imagine pulling out like the
And
fucking
then
heavy
now
hitters.
losing.
Oh
How embarrassing.
man, that'd be crazy.
Easier like you ride home.
Yeah. Right.
Hey man, I'm really sorry about all that earlier.
Yeah, like that. You're
So,
going to die.
so we're still
cool, right?
friends.
We're still cool, right? I'll see you at tomorrow's Mike's.
I didn't mean to call you a fat ass.
Have you ever dealt with? And you don't gotta name them or anything, but have you ever
I
dealt?
will name. I don't care.
Have you had any like comics that you're like, yeah, I don't like that motherfucker? Like,
Devin Glass.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Devin is my guy.
I was like, didn't you just say he was cool?
He's cool, but fuck that guy.
Yeah, right. He's cool, but fuck him.
I mean, I do boss his boss a lot, but he's a great guy.
Well,
Yeah.
we've talked to a couple of comics already that been doing it. And is there a lot of politics involved when it comes to like clubs and mics and where you can and cannot go at the moment, depending on like I guess how much time you put in or have put in or haven't put in yet?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, for right now, no, it literally doesn't matter. Many people would say that, hey, you need to be funny. I mean, when I did take classes at first, this woman taught me Chelsea Hood.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, very huge comedian. She's popping off. She does a ton of shows. And she taught me that if you want to get on shows, what you need to do is you need to get very, very good at open mics.
Okay.
And then eventually someone would see you.
Of course.
And then the person will be like, hey, be on my show.
Invite you.
That's
yes.
bullshit. This is an absolute lie.
Dude, I was
Okay.
so zoned in, and then he's like, "It's bullshit."
I was like, wait, that's right. That's what I hear
Yeah,
too.
that makes
Right.
sense.
Okay, so
That's
what
what
is
you
it then?
heard.
Yeah.
And what technically works is connections.
Networking,
literally.
bro.
I am
Yeah.
dead ass with you.
No, and it's just what I'm talking about, right? So keep going.
You don't need to be to get on shows. You really don't need to be funny. You just need to be nice.
Damn it, that's fucked up.
So someone's got to like you in the right spot is all it is,
Exactly,
right?
that's
and that's
literally
that
all
kind
that
of sucks though,
matters.
because you don't want some jag off that can just has good words
Or you gotta give a good
on
head.
a stage.
Yeah, right. How much dick are you willing to suck? Is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
That is just like if you make enough friends and if enough people know you, chances are you would be able to reach out to people
Right.
and be like, sure.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: Do you feel like are a bunch of like TikTokers getting on stage faster than comics because of their views and how many followers they have and shit?
100% is very, very irritating.
That's fucking annoying. Yeah, because
Yeah.
those motherfuckers
Because I
suck.
hear about that too. I hear like a couple comics will be following a fucking TikToker, or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Fucking hate
So
TikTokers.
that would suck because
I mean, I'll tell you. Okay, this is the common sense or the logic behind like TikTokers getting on what's the name on shows. Think of it like this: it is if someone is producing a show, what do you think their primary concern is?
what
Funny.
view?
If it's funny.
No views. I would say
Oh,
like
all the
views.
heads. How many heads can you get in the show?
Exactly. How many tickets can you sell?
I see. Gotcha.
If I'm a producer, the only thing I'm thinking is how many tickets can I
So
sell?
that's why they're stupid ass TikTokers.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because if a TikToker has 60,000 followers,
And of course,
Or
they're
800.
recording that for their TikTok.
Yeah.
and then
Follow us
they-
on TikTok.
Yeah. Let's say 60,000 followers at a conversion rate of 1%. That is, quote unquote, if 1% of their followers buys a ticket,
Right.
that is 600 tickets sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
There
I mean, that's
is
a
like
good
a
point.
mathematics behind it. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're strictly trying, well, right, isn't everybody, when you're trying to make money, yeah, you're going to look at the numbers. You're not going to
Yeah.
give a shit about what you're talking about.
But you gotta, like I said, if you're up there, you gotta put in work, because if you don't, it's gonna show.
Well, and it's a flash in a pan then, too. You end up seeing somebody who's not putting in the work.
Yeah.
They're a one-trick pony. So they
Yeah.
said one thing, that one thing carries them for,
10 years.
their
Right.
yeah, their little bit of fame, and then they disappear again. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like the good ones stick around because they keep coming out more.
True.
Just look at what happened to the Haktua girl.
I love her. She donated to animal shelters, so I
I mean,
like
she's
her.
putting her body out there more now, so I mean, she's trying to flaunt it.
Huck to it. I
but
like
that's
you.
the thing. The Hoktua girl is not necessarily as if she's a one-trick pony, though. She was like a
She got viral. Yeah.
no, but she was more or less like a victim of a crypto scam.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, she made like millions off a bunch of people, and then like a bunch of people try to like
sue her.
sue her and stuff. But
Oh, really?
I think she
Oh,
got
I
away
didn't
with
know
it. To be
that.
honest.
Yeah, that's the thing. She did get away with
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
If
yeah.
she wasn't like a victim of that, chances are she would still be up in here.
Right. But so like that's what I'm saying.
Shit.
So like now like you see her like she's like in a bikini with like a cowboy hat on, going like I'm hot too. You know what I mean?
Just like that.
Spit on that
Right.
thing.
Exactly. I got famous for this, and now I'm just showing my body because I have nothing else. You might have an OnlyFans now. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
She'd
but-
sell it out.
Yeah, I think that she's like completely disappeared from like public view or something. She's just like
Yeah, I mean,
Otherwise-
she's well, shit. If what's her name can make money, anybody can. Fucking that. What was that bitch we were talking about before?
Well,
Oh, Bad Baby.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that bitch.
dude, freaking bad baby is so freaking hot. God damn.
Oh my god, this motherfucker.
Wasn't expecting that.
Huge tits.
Wait, man.
Terrific.
I hate her.
I shit you not,
Meanwhile, Femi's like, oh, I fucking love her.
Did you say huge tits?
Again,
I think they're
huge
fake,
freak-
by the way. Cause
Yeah.
No freaking
Yeah.
way. There's no way that you're fake at all.
I'm pretty
The
sure,
100%.
I want to bust your bubble, but I'm pretty sure they are.
How would you know?
Oh, poor
Because
Femi.
she's
so.
worth,
I've
worth
never
millions
seen
and millions
TV
of
before.
dollars. Of course, she's gonna spend a couple of thousands to upgrade her boobs.
But she's like 22 or something.
And she changed her face. She's mid 20s now. Yeah, she had prosthetic surgery done. She's had boobs done.
Huh.
I think she
Yeah.
even got her ass done.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Yeah, I think she's like all
She's
fucked
had a lot
up.
of work done. I mean, she's worth like, whew,
Yeah,
she-
a lot of money.
But she started by literally going on the fucking Maury show and being
No,
a ghetto
Dr. Phil.
hood rat. Whatever.
Yeah.
Shut
Yeah,
the fuck up.
Going, Catch you outside. How about that? Catch you outside. How about that? And Dr. Phil's like, what are you saying to me?
Yeah.
What's that?
You know, the thing is,
Yeah.
you don't want
to catch me outside.
You're not listening to your mother. You need to be like the hot tour girl.
Who doesn't exist yet,
Yeah.
but in the future
Right.
you'll understand.
Dude, that was spot on. Actually,
Oh,
you
appreciate
know,
it. Thank you.
That was a pretty good Dr. Phil. I'll give you that.
That'd be a new segment. You know what's funny? I usually can mock a few people. Like, there's a couple people at my job. This one dude, it's funny as shit. Like, he walks in, and I'll talk, and the supervisor will be like, "What'd you just say?" Thinking it's him. It's so fucking funny. It's so funny.
Who's that?
Hey, you should get him fired.
Oh, I tell him I'm gonna all the time, and it's funny because he's just like real tall black dude. So like he'll walk in and be like, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker?" Like, every time, and then I'll say something. I'll be like, "Man, this dude right here," and then like we go back and forth. And
Like
the
a
supervisor
type of dude?
No,
Oh.
he's actually like a thinner frame, super nice guy. He's funny as fuck though, and he'll just say something, and like the supervisor will be like, "Oh, did you turn in your your paper or whatever?" I'll be like, "Man, fuck that paper." Like I start talking like him, and she'll be like, she'll look at me and she's like, "Was that you?" And I'm like, "No, yeah, that was him."
Of course it wasn't me. You think I would say something like that?
Yeah, I would never, but
dude, you
Yes.
need to use that in stand up. You'll freaking love it.
all right, cool, good. I'm taking notes.
Exactly.
That's one thing I love about this is I'm meeting like you and just like all these people that are like in the comedy
Freaking
world.
Amy Simon.
Yeah, right. It's just fun to like hear
Really funny.
everybody.
She's hilarious.
Shout out Amy.
Yeah, Amy was great when she was on the show. Learned a lot from her too. Like I just love hearing everybody's story, and then like all the tips you guys bring is awesome. Like I'm learning so much just from hearing like, yeah, you should do this, don't do this. Like it's fun. I love it. I love seeing like you guys do your thing.
Let me ask you a question. How do you do any crowd work?
Yeah, I do crowd work.
Fuck yeah.
A ton. I mean, for the most part, so part of the reasons why the open mic is the way it is and we have the chances because of like crowd work. And
I see, okay.
Because when we first started, it wasn't the bar is like has like two sections to it. There's the section that is very, very secluded, and there's a big section where every single person is. We used to be in the big section where everyone is, and when we started the open mic, people were like talking over us. It was very, very irritating.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
in order to like try to catch their attention, I'll go to them, literally put the mic in their front and just like heckle, literally like reverse heckle them. It was insane. But just make everyone super uncomfortable.
That's great.
It was
I love that.
cool.
Now,
Reverse heckling.
Exactly. Reverse heckling. You need to heckle
That's
the
hilarious.
audience.
now let me ask you: how often have you dealt with a heckler?
I mean, when I did my first quote unquote official show at Lincoln Lodge, which was Laugh Factory, which was shout out to Nasty Show and Tiny Tickums.
Nice. Okay.
She
Yeah,
is
of course.
fucking hot.
Alright.
Ridiculously hot. Okay. She put me on,
Shout out.
and there was this guy in the crowd, and throughout the time he was just like heckling me. It was so freaking annoying, and I felt very ashamed. Because that's the thing is, I couldn't roast him because I think I was overly in my head. I'm like, this is Laugh Factory, this is Laugh Factory.
I
So
see.
I get
You're in the
okay.
Laugh Factory,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So you were already like, fuck, I got to do good.
Yeah,
and now
yeah,
this
exactly.
piece of shit is
I'm
fucking.
just like talking. And it was like 12 p.m. at night.
Hey, fuck that guy if he
Yeah,
ever
fuck
sees
that
this.
guy.
Yeah, dude, fuck him and his mom.
Damn, that sucks. Okay. Was
I
that?
mean, it was like for like 2 minutes, and I did a 10-minute set, so it was
I
like,
see. Okay. What's the longest set you've done?
I've done 50.
50? Like 5-0?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, you got a whole hour.
Yeah, I recorded a special last year.
Oh,
in
nice.
December-
Fuck yeah.
April.
Is
I already-
it out anywhere?
Yeah, it's out. It's on my YouTube.
Nice.
Hey,
Where can
everybody.
see it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Go check. Where
on my
can everyone
YouTube.
see it?
Yeah.
Oh, YouTube, literally.
No, but like, what's the. Yeah, we want in.
Ekundayo Papa Femi.
Holy shit! Say that again.
I was like, yeah, follow him on Eka Papa.
Baba Femi Ekundayo.
Okay.
Trust
all
me,
right.
they would find it. It's fine.
Okay. All right. That's fair. I'm going to watch it. I want to see it.
Dude, this is very, very cool. It's 15 minutes of me just killing it.
Did it feel
Nice.
good? Like holy shit. Like, was that a moment of like, fuck, I'm doing this?
I
man?
mean,
like,
yeah, 100%. It was like when I first started stand up. what my major goal was to be able to like get to 1 hour of material, 1 hour of material, one hour of jokes, which I felt
Yeah.
could do well every single way. And after I got there, it just made sense to like record one.
Are you working
That's
on a new hour?
Yes, but that's the thing. This new hour
Uh-huh.
is going to take like the first hour
Mm-hmm.
took like let's say 18 months. to
Okay, because I was gonna say at least 2 years almost.
yeah, almost 2
Okay,
years.
gotcha.
This new hour is going to take like 4 or something. It is going to take a significantly longer time.
Okay, cool.
Is it just does the timing, like, not just the jokes, but is it blending it together is what takes time, or like?
No, it's like coming up with material
Okay.
and like performing all of that material over a very long period of time. For example,
Yeah.
or basically how my teacher taught me is this: if you are, I'm going to break it down. Okay,
Yeah.
let's say
Do
if
it.
you are writing new jokes, if you are writing like 4 minutes of material every single week,
Yeah.
if you are killing it, if you are like the best of the best,
Mm-hmm.
4 minutes of new material every week, chances are 1 minute of that material is going to be good every single way.
Mm-hmm.
That means that you
okay.
have consistently 1 minute of very incredibly good material every single week. Over the span of a year,
Mhm.
that is 52 minutes of consistently good material, which you can now string together into a special.
Nice.
You get? So that's the thing. Again, most people, I don't know, even me, to be honest, I'm struggling to get into a position whereby I can be like, every single week I have 1 minute of good material, but that is where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of 1 minute of material,
Right.
do you think you'd be able to confident enough to take a trip to Austin and get on Kill Tony with the minute of material?
Dude, I've gone on the trip. I didn't get selected.
Okay.
Oh, but you
I
went
know.
though.
But
You
you've
went,
taken
though.
the trip.
I've taken the trip. It
Fuck
is
yeah.
the pilgrimage.
How'd that go?
I mean, so it was like right after my birthday, or right, that was ironically like last month,
Mhm.
and it was
It was
very
recently.
yeah, it was very very
Oh,
recent.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Who was on? Were you able to see the show, or were you across waiting to see if you were getting picked?
I was waiting to see if I was going to get picked.
So it's a bar, right?
yeah, it's the mothership. So the mothership is right here,
Mhm.
and then the bar is like right beside it, and
Right.
everybody just like a lot of people are waiting. So what happened is this: I went during the week of SXSW. You guys know what that is?
Fuck no.
Yeah. So basically, it's like a film festival in Austin.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So there were a ton of people, like so many people in
Yeah.
Austin at that point. It
Yeah.
was very, very packed. It was very busy.
Okay.
So the producers of Kill Tony, were during the sign up, a woman would literally come and be like, "Hey, are you a comic, or are you just coming to see SXSW and you just want to like
shit.
fuck around or
Right.
something?"
Yeah.
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 And
yeah.
if you wanted to, like, she would kick you out, be like, "Hey, we don't have space," because normally around like 200 people sign up for Kill Tony. When I went, it was like 350.
Damn.
It was
It
insane.
was that show. Okay, I think
How
I
many-
just seen that recent show.
How many
Yeah.
do they take?
That,
You well, he said the average on the Kill Tony show is around nowadays around 250.
yeah.
No. But I mean, how many get to actually get on?
Oh, 10.
That's
To be
what I was
honest,
saying.
most likely even less
If
than
that
10.
like least or at least maybe 8,
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
Depending on like how long the comics, if they have extra comics that do a set or the interviews go.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but yeah, you'd have to get really lucky to get picked out of
Yeah,
you know,
out of,
be,
like,
be one
300.
of the 10 people that get picked out of the
Shit.
200. And like he was saying, there was I forgot who was on that week, comic wise, but yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah.
was like at least like 300 or 350. Yeah,
It was
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
it was
of
crazy.
people. It was
Damn.
absolutely insane.
That's it'll happen.
I mean, again, I am
It'll
freaking. That's the thing. Everyone says that it will happen, but if you aren't like, if that's the thing, like, one, you could have a very good set,
Mm-hmm.
but if your interview is dog shit and boring, like,
This is true too. This is true too because a lot of people do a good set and bomb the fucking interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or vice versa. They have a mediocre set and then have a
like,
great interview.
absolutely
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
yeah.
interview.
And that gets it. Yeah. You never know, man. You never
And to
know.
be honest, I feel like if you have a better interview, that is significantly better than having
Do you plan on trying it again in the future?
Yeah, 100%.
You kind of have to,
It
right?
is-
It's almost like, well, he says, quote unquote, a golden ticket where
Yeah.
if you have a decent set, you still have however many goddamn viewers on that just one episode watching you do that set.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So I get it, man.
Yeah, people get. I mean, those clips and shit go viral too, man.
Yeah.
Like they.
Yeah.
And I think Kill Tony itself, after they give you a clip, and they give you like a clip that is associated with them, and that's the thing, when they give you that clip, you can just be like, hey, I'm currently open for shows and things like that.
That's
Comment
awesome.
on it.
Yeah, I had a old Navy buddy that got picked somehow and
nice.
on got on Kill Tony, and
Right.
he ended up playing guitar, mediocre, had a mediocre set. Everything was kind of mediocre. He didn't have any more joke books, so he threw him a keychain.
Bro, that's so mean. That is so mean.
But I mean, it helped him get in a lot of like, mics, and get up and keep doing it. So like, it helped boost his confidence to like keep doing it and stuff. So yeah, I get it. It's a good boost.
Yeah, trust me. What Tony Hinchcliffe is doing is absolutely impressive. Like, it is wild. Like, I feel like he is single-handedly somehow protecting or like carrying on the comedy like as an art form into the
for
future.
sure.
You know what? So to be honest, I didn't know much about him until the roast of Tom Brady,
Oh, I knew a lot about
and
him.
he went
Right.
fucking nuts. And I was like,
Yeah,
"This
he's-
guy's
he's-
fucking
He's a really
great."
good roast comic. He started off.
I
as
was
a-
like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
He-
Like the shit he was saying, I was like,
It was
"Oh,
wild.
oh yeah."
yeah, he started off with roast battles, like
Oh,
what he
yeah.
was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we started. What he was doing, and then I guess Joe Rogan was a judge at a roast battle one time, and he ended up winning that one. He was like, "Who the hell?" And then I guess he asked him to come on the show, and then
He just
became
blew up from
friends.
there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you: do you like wrestling?
I mean, I used to watch it when I was young, but right now,
No, not right now. Oh man, you don't like. Man, what
I went to
wrestling's doing-
SmackDown a couple weeks
It was
ago.
getting crazy.
Wow.
The reason why I said it's because I guess Tony is going to be hosting a roast of WrestleMania or the
Wow.
wrestlers coming up.
No shit.
And I guess, I guess they asked me to do it. And because it's Road to WrestleMania, I guess, right now. So they're like, we want you to do a roast of WrestleMania
That's
and
so
roast all the
ridiculous.
wrestlers. So I'm like, oh, he's going to destroy these fucking wrestlers, man. I hope they have the heart.
That's literally just
They're gonna toss his little ass, bro.
I really hope they have the heart to hear these jokes that Tony's going to be able to throw out there.
I feel like the hard part about like roasting is you can't really like test out your jokes.
No, but they do though. I was told they go to mics and throw their roast jokes out to the crowd.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's just
Yeah, but roasts aren't really like jokes, though. It's like you're.
It's an
Like-
insult. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
an
mean,
insult
it's-
with a punchline.
right.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
not going to make that. Like, you're not going to do a set of roast jokes
But
in a
they
normal
do
stand-up, right?
Yeah, but they do. Well, some do. Like if you're confident enough, some don't.
But
But
we got to fact check that.
others, because I hear them talking where they'll go like whether it's New York or L.A. or whatever, they'll go to like the nearest like either the Comedy Store or whatever the hell. They'll pop in and they'll go, hey, and they'll let them know like, hey, I'm just here to tell you roast jokes.
Right.
I'm not. You're not gonna hear any jokes. I'm just testing out because I'm doing this tomorrow, and
Right.
the fans would be like, okay, and they're like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. Hey, Tony, blah 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 blah, and they'll just do their roast jokes, and if they laugh, they laugh, and if they don't, they're like,
yeah. Right.
scratch that one out. We're not doing that one. Right. So yeah.
Roast
Yeah.
the crowd.
I mean, and I guess if they want to do a little set, they can. But I heard if they really want to test their roast jokes out, they'll do a set of roast jokes. Yeah.
Okay.
I have seen this guy Brandon Kiefer try do test out roast jokes, and it just didn't go well. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah, probably doesn't.
Well, then that means they weren't good enough.
sure, maybe.
He's like, and I gotta write all brand new jokes.
And yeah, I'm done with that one.
Brandon Kiefer is amazing. He was on Kill Tony, so absolutely.
Really?
murdered.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Yeah.
nice.
Ended
Shout
up
out.
doing the Chicago theater.
Really?
I know, right?
Yeah, and you
What's
said
the
his shit
name?
was shit. So.
Brandon Kiefer.
Brandon Kiefer.
Yeah, he's
Sounds
always at
familiar.
like Power Hour. It's like
Yeah.
again.
Nice. I have to look
absolutely
him up
insane.
now. Sold out the Chicago theater. Nice.
I mean, he did
Nice.
open for Tony Hinchcliffe, so
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You heard of Andrew Santino?
no.
I love him.
It was exactly.
So
It was,
funny.
he was a Chicago comic, really big now.
Wow.
He does it with Bobby Lee. They
He
have
has a
like
that's so
he has a
cool.
podcast with Bobby Lee. Yeah,
they're funny. He's hilarious. I told you one of my buddies
he's a
actually hangs out with
redheaded
him.
guy. You can't miss him. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got,
One of
Actually,
my
I know
buddies.
that guy. He was he's in movies right now.
Yes, he was
Yeah.
in that. That's the Nicky movie with
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Cena. I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Something about John Cena being like naked most of the time, right? yeah, Ricky Stanicki.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Ricky Stanicki. Yeah, there you go.
He
Yeah.
was the redhead in
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Andrew Santino. Yeah. He's a big comic also. Yeah.
You got any shows coming up? Femi?
Yeah, if you got any shows, shout them out, man, because we're probably gonna get out of here right in a couple seconds.
Oh, it makes sense. I am doing shoot. The one with
Take your
this
time.
guy.
Take your time.
Sorry, yeah, okay. I am doing the Vixen in McHenry.
Okay, Vixen and McHenry.
McHenry, that
Okay.
is on the 23rd, and I am doing
The 23rd of April.
yeah, 23rd of
Okay,
April.
yeah, good.
I have one on 420. It's called Texhausted.
Texhausted.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
like a tech roast show.
Oh,
Very fun.
okay.
So, like a bunch of people come on up. They tell us what they do for a living, and then we just like roast the shit out of them.
Oh, that sounds fun too. That's on the 20th.
On the 20th.
And where's that one
20th?
at?
I doesn't think I can't tell that it's like a coffee shop on West North Ave. I will post about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say,
yeah.
where can people find the info? But all right, you'll post about it.
I'll
All right.
post about it, and I'm doing one next Friday, and that one is like very very close to O'Hare. But again, I'll post about it.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
And people, if they want to follow you on your Instagram or
Instagram.
whatever, what's your Instagram?
F3 _EE.
Damn.
I know again. Overly
F3MM
Yeah,
underscore
yeah. EE.
EE.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, I was in high school when I created it. I was like, I wanted to be cool.
Yeah. And now you're like, fuck.
I mean, I think you can change it now if you want.
Yeah, I can, but it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, why would you though? It's got history. You know what I mean? I did the
Gotcha.
same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, go follow him. And then anything else? Any shout outs?
I like to shout Femi, obviously, for coming
You guys
on
are
and
terrific.
taking time out of his day to come with us.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm very sorry. for
Appreciate
coming
you.
late.
Oh, no,
no
man.
problem. I mean, we're gonna probably be running back another one. Are you gonna be sticking around or?
Mhm.
Oh,
All
okay,
right,
great.
perfect.
And then any more shout outs, Toby?
No.
You doing any shows coming up?
Oh, next week is the final for the competition for the.
Hell yeah.
So if you
Studio
hear this, it's gonna be
63.
tomorrow. So go. Where's it gonna be? Studio 63.
Studio 63.
So guys, go check out the Studio 63 info. If you're listening or watching this, go check it out right now. Go look it up. See if you can get tickets. See if they're available. Because they're going to be the next day if you're watching or hearing this.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Go adopt a shelter animal per usual.
I was gonna do it, but then I wanted to sure if you
That's so
can
nice.
catch it or not.
You know, that's the only thing I love. Everything else, fuck everything else. That's all I care about.
All right, and then I think that's about it. All right, so then again, guys, if you're watching us on YouTube, we appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. If you're listening, or hit that bell. Also, if you're listening, hit follow on every platform. We're on Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah, right? Spotify.
I can't stand the rain.
Pandora, iMusic. We're on everything. Whatever you listen to, we're on all of it. And then I think that's about it, guys. All right, let's get out of here. Until next time, this has been another episode of the Hose County Podcast with Joey. Thank you, Femi, for stopping by. We appreciate it. And then we'll have you again pretty soon. All right.
All right.
Peace out. Peace.
See you.
Peace.
Ice on my wrist, tell me who this. I aim for the kill, I don't want an assist. Says I'm narcissist, drinking that was piss. It's called the Modelo, so don't stop to diss. The drugs and the fame, the